In this lesson, we are going to be looking at the mathematics of functions, the meaning of functions in mathematics, and how to evaluate functions and types of functions, and how to simplify partial fractions. Now, a function is just something like a mathematical law or relationship between two variables in which one of the variable will be depending on the other. For example, if we say y is equal to x plus 1, this shows us that if x is changed, if the value of x is something like alternating, y will respond to that value. For example, now if I say x is 0, y will becomes 0 plus 1, y will be 1. If I say x is 2, y will be 2 plus 1, y will be 3. You see, as I'm changing the value of x, y is also changing. So it shows that since a direct change in x is leading to a change in y, that tells us that y is a function of x. So if I want to write it, I'll just come and say y is a function of x is equals to s plus 1. So this is the normal way of writing the functions. So we have different types of functions. We have the polynomial functions, we have the trigonometry functions, we have the exponential functions, logarithmic functions, and so on. So we'll be restricted or something like poking our nose mainly or majorly into the polynomial functions. Although we also look at other functions, as the case may be, but basically we're going to express our focus on the polynomial functions. Now, for example, I can tell you f of x, that means a function of x is equals to s squared plus 1. Evaluate function of 3. So this means that anywhere you see x, you put 3. So I'm going to have 3 squared plus 1, that's equals to 10. That is 9 plus 1, 10. I can also tell you a function of x is equals to x minus 5. Find function of 10. That is, anywhere you see x, you put 10. I'm going to have 10 minus 5, and that will give us what? 5. You can see it, it's not that difficult. So I have two things to show you. Let's see if we have y is equals to cos x. This is a trig function. This is a trig function. I can also say y as a function of x is equals to cos x. Now this is called the popular way of writing functions that everybody knows. This is standard way because you must show that y is a function of x. So this one, both of them are the same thing, but this one is standard, but this one is just a popular form of writing these functions. How do we evaluate functions? Now let's assume we have y as a function of x to be equal to 5 s squared plus 10. Evaluate this function now at s equal to 2. So we just put y, if s is 2, what I'm going to have, anyway, see s equal to plus 10. That will give us 5 times 4 plus 10. And that is going to be 5 times 4 is what? 20 plus 10. That is 30. So the answer is going to be 30. So anyway, just put 2 here. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 5, that is 20. 20 times 10, 20 plus 10, that is 30. That's what I go up there. Now let's also look at this particular question before we go to how to check the degree or what is a polynomial function, something like that. So let's say we have theta as a function of x and arrow. So we have theta as a function of x and arrow squared plus s squared plus 2 arrow plus x plus 1. Now this question we have to evaluate it at this one at 1,3. So if you check what is here, this place. It's called that is arrow comma x. Look at it, arrow comma x. So the same thing, it means that this first thing here is arrow, second one is x. That is the meaning of that. That's just the meaning. So it means that this belongs to this belongs to this. So if we want to do it now, we just come and say, okay, theta at 1,3 will be equal to, anywhere see arrow, we put 1 squared. Anywhere see x, you put 3 squared. That's how that is done. Just know what you are doing. That is all. Plus 2 arrow. Arrow is 1 plus x is 3 plus 1. So if you do that, what are you going to have? We're going to have 1 square is 1. 3 square is 9. 9 plus 1, that is 10. 10 plus 2 times 1, that is 16. So we're going to have 16 at the end of the day. So that's what you're going to have. Now, what is a polynomial function? A polynomial function is just a type of function in the form. It's a kind of function in the form x squared or so on. For example, let's say we have something like this. Let's say we just have, I don't know if you have seen something like this for as squared plus bs plus c, or these ones. These are quadratic functions. It's a type of polynomial function that is expressed in degree. It's expressed in degrees, in which the unknown will be carrying the a power maybe from 0 to infinity. So let's say we have something like this. Let's say we have something like this. Let's say if we have x squared plus x plus 1, we ask you what is the degree of this polynomial. Take note, in this unknown in polynomials, the unknown should have, let me just write so that the 2s will look alike. The 2s will look alike. So the unknown should be positive integrals only. Should not be maybe fraction or negative. So the degree of that. So you just check in the unknowns here or the variables here. If s is the variable, what is the highest power of x? The highest power of x there will become the degree. The highest power is 2, so it's going to degree 2. Then if I have s plus 3, what is the highest power of s here? It was s power 1. Anything that is standing is s is 0 power 1. So that one is to degree 1. So degree 1. That's to degree 1. If I have let's say I have s cubed over 3 plus s squared over 4 plus x plus 0. This one is to degree what? Check what is the highest power of s here. 3. This one is to degree 3. So this is how you get the degree of polynomial function. That's what is the degree of this polynomial. You just check it. So let me look at another one. Let's say we have something like this. So we have bracket x plus 1. Let's check bracket s plus 1. Then x minus 3. What is the degree of this one? So we just check. If you want to do this, just check the multipliers. This times this. That's what we have. We have 2 multipliers here. So what you have to do just to check what is the degree of, what degree is this one? Check what is, that is degree 1. Then what degree is this? Degree 2. So you add it together. So that one, this one is still degree 1. Both of them is degree 1. Sorry. So this one is in degree 1, just degree 1 plus degree 1. That will give us degree 2. That will be degree 2. Or you open the bracket. If you put the bracket, you still have s squared at the end of the day. You still have s squared at the end of the day. That's what you are going to have. So please take care of that. It's very, very, very
important. But this is just a short way, just a shortcut. Maybe there might be a little changes. Maybe if you now decide to put a bracket, maybe something will cancel out. So I will advise you to always try and put a bracket. But this is just a short way, especially when s is positive and it's coming first. For example, now I just have a positive s, maybe -3 times maybe positive s plus 4. They are positive and they are coming first. Just take this one is degree 1. If they have another one, positive s -5, they are coming first. Just take this. We have 3 of them. What is the degree of this one? Degree 1, degree 1, degree 1, degree 1 plus 1 plus 1, that's degree 3. So will be in degree 3 for polynomials. So just check the highest power of the unknown there will be the degree of that polynomials. Now, how do we now run through divisions of polynomials? We want to divide a polynomial. Let's say we want to divide something like this. Let's say we want to divide x squared plus 2x minus 4 by x minus 1 to divide these two things. What you have to do is just to rule a division line. You put the divisor here, which is x minus 1. What you are dividing here, x squared plus 2x minus 4. Put it there. The next thing will be, how we going to do this now? This is just long division method of dividing. So if we want to divide now, we just come and say, just check the degree of what is here. Check the degree. That's in degree 2. So what term has that degree 2? It is very good. For example, assuming this was s squared plus 2. This other one was s squared plus 2. And we have to divide it by this. It is very good. We arrange it in ascending order of s. For example, this s squared plus 2, just arrange it like this, s squared. There's no s here. There's nothing like s raised to power 1. It should be s raised to power 2, s raised to power 1 before you now get to s raised to power 0, which is that 2 you are having. So you just put, since there's no s raised to power 1, just put 0, s raised to power 1. There's nothing to put 1 plus 2. Try and get that. It's very good you put it in this order for easy computation sake. So the next thing we said is which is this first term, and what is in that first term? S squared. You just go to this one, check the same degree of that. What has that degree? Then check and see if I can make, okay, this one is the one that have the highest degree, which is just x. How can I make this s equal to this? Can I make both of them equal? That is, if I multiply this s by x, multiply this s by s, it will be equal to this. That is the rule. So I'm going to multiply by x. So s times x, we're going to have s squared. You see it? Then s times 1 minus 1. Actually, we're going to have minus x. That's what we're going to have. Then you rule. Then you subtract both of them now from each other. This is the method of dividing polynomial. The first thing you check what you are dividing, the highest power of s there, the term there. Try and make the divisor, the highest power of s in that divisor, how to make it equal to this other one you are dividing. The next thing, then you just multiply, make sure the two terms there are equal. Then you now subtract so that there will be 0. That's the only reason why we are doing that, so that will become 0. 2s minus x, that's minus will be plus. So now become 2s plus x, that's 3x. 3s. Then we have minus 4 left. Minus 4 minus, there's something there. That's minus 4 left. So that's what I'm going to have. And the next thing will be, let me just continue from this place. Let me see if I can continue from here. Try this one will be a little bit easier. Okay, let me just rule on that page. Already multiplied by x. We have x minus 1 s squared plus 2x minus 4. And myself will just multiply, have s squared minus x. Now rule minus that is 0 plus 3x minus 4. Yes, I will do it. Then the next thing will be this one. See, x and x, they are still equal. We can still divide. We divide until what you have here will be lower than this in terms of degree of polynomials. That is when you will stop. Okay, how can I make this s be the same as 3x? If I multiply it by 3, so I'm going to multiply by 3 now, which is plus 3. Plus 3 times x, that is plus 3s, because this one is positive. That's why I multiply by plus 3. Then plus 3 times, if it is negative, you multiply by minus 3. Plus 3 times minus 1, we'll have minus 3. That's what we'll have. And you will subtract, that is 0. That's the major reason why we are doing that. Then minus 4 minus minus 3. Minus minus will be plus. Minus 4. Actually, minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. So the answer will become what you have here. So the answer to that question is actually x plus 3 remainder minus 1. That's what will be left at. Or you can also write it this way.
What we're actually dividing is, we are dividing s squared plus 2s minus 4 by s minus 1. We said the answer will be s plus 3 remainder minus 1. You can also say the answer is x. The answer is x plus 3. Then for you to say remainder minus 1, just say plus that minus 1, that is the remainder, over this same device, which is x minus 1. You can also write it this way. This is the normal way of you writing itself. That will be x plus 3 minus 1 over x minus 1. If you want to check whether you are correct, you can just decide to see what you are going to have by doing it as this whole number, this over this. Remember, if you have 1 over, okay, if I say divide 3 over 2, so the answer is 1 over 3. It means it's 1 remainder 1 over 2. That is the meaning. So if I want to get it now, just say 2 times 1, 2 plus this, that's 3. If I want to get whether this is correct now, I'll just come and see the answer I got is s plus 3 whole number, then minus 1 over s minus 3. If I want to do this now, I will just say this times this, then I'll add, which is minus actually. That's what I'm going to do. Should we try it? Let's try it. Let us say this times this. We have s squared minus 3x s squared minus 3s plus okay, that's not actually the answer. Is over s minus 1. That is the answer. So if we multiply this times this, we're going to have s squared. This is the correct answer. Is s plus 3 remainder 1, or s plus 3 plus that minus 1 divided by the divisor that we are dividing it. That is this times this x. That is s times s squared, s times minus 1 minus x. So that's 3x. 3 times x, that is 3x. 3 times minus 1, that's minus 0. Yeah, there's it. Then plus this one in the top side, which is minus 1 as well. Or there's no need to say plus minus 1 again. Since it's already showing minus, just say minus 1. But plus minus will give you minus. That was s squared plus 2x minus 4. Let's see what I go to have. This has to go to have. So that is how the stuff is. And everything over x minus 1. This is what you're still going to have at the end of the day. So this is how you divide polynomial. You can just say, okay, let me just look at how to put partial, how to express or evaluate partial fractions.